by the Ministry of Defence today.
The latest batch of Britain's own X-Files contains more than 6,000 pages of unexplained aerial sightings from the last 20 years.
Well, Dr. Dave Clark is a UFO consultant to the National Archive. Good morning. 6,000 pages. Have you read every last one?
I've been through quite a few of them, yeah.
So how many sightings altogether? Well, several thousand.
Between slightly more, a bit less than 2,000 in all in this batch.
And in your view, are they all mistaken?
Not all of them, no. But I mean, you've got to understand that the very, very few of these were investigated. There were simply people who called in with something unusual they'd seen. Someone made a record of it and it was filed away. Very few were investigated. In the past, in the 1950s, when the Air Ministry had a project that looked at this, they did actually do thorough investigations, and they found that something like 90% of what was reported could be explained. Aircraft, balloons, that kind of thing.
Okay, there's a pattern to the sightings, the sort of things that people see, isn't there?
There is, yeah. I mean, if you go all the way back to, say, the First World War, there were lots of unusual things that were seen just before the outbreak of the war. People were expecting German air raids, and what they saw in the sky were Zeppelin-shaped objects carrying lights. Fine in the 1950s, when flying saucers were being depicted in films and newspaper stories, people saw disc-shaped objects, and now, more recently, you're getting the triangular stealth-like UFOs, you know, sort of very similar to the American stealth aircraft that was widely sort of pictured in the media at the time.
So, and that's because why do people suddenly see these things? Do you think?
Well, there's two options, isn't there? Either the aliens are watching our television programs and they're adapting their technology to fit with that, or more likely that what people are seeing something very similar in the sky, just lights in the sky. And they're projecting onto that, you know, the images they've seen from the media, quite possibly.
Some interesting things in the files, though. 20th of March 1997, man in Birmingham arrives home at 4 a.m. to find a large illuminated blue triangle hovering over his garden, which is then shot off, leaving behind a silky white substance, which he collected in a jam jar.
Exactly, yes.
And then what happened?
Well, you'd have expected the men in black to have immediately appeared and taken the jam jar away, but there's nothing in the files to suggest that this was investigated.
Ah, there's nothing in the files, but that doesn't mean that it immediately raises people's suspicions, doesn't it? When there's not follow-up, people say, well, why not? Why is there no file? Are they hiding something?
Well, there are people that would say that this entire set of files is just a plant and that the really top-secret files are still being hidden away.
The MOD used to have a desk to investigate UFOs, and they've given up, haven't they?
That's right, that was closed shortly before Christmas, save some money. It wasn't seen as something that they should be spending scarce resources on. You know, when we're fighting a war in Afghanistan, you know, sort of keeping a log of UFO sightings is not a priority.
So the truth is out there, but we're just not looking for it anymore.
I think the truth is actually in the files. It's whether people will actually realise that, because what's in these papers is what the MOD knows, which is no more than you or I.
All right, Dave. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
I'd like to know where that jam jar is, though, wouldn't you? with the white slime. Oh, where's that gone?
The white slime. Sounds like something from Doctor Who, doesn't it? Doctor Who and the white slime.